What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Full Mount. Today's update focuses on Tom Aspinall's father responding to recent comments made by Dana White following UFC 321. The aftermath of the event has sparked a lot of controversy surrounding how the main event ended. Many fans have been divided, some suggesting that Tom Aspinall looked for a way out, while others believe he suffered a severe and legitimate eye injury. In a recent video uploaded to Tom Aspinall's YouTube channel, his father, Andy Aspinall, addressed the situation directly. He shared updates regarding Tom's condition and responded to some of the remarks made by Dana White and others in the MMA community. According to Andy, Tom's eye injury is far worse than most people realize. He explained that his son is still unable to see out of his right eye, which currently only shows gray vision, and has about 50% visibility in his left eye. Andy said they recently visited a specialist at Cheadle Hospital, who confirmed that the damage is significant. During vision tests, Tom struggled to make out any words with his right eye and could only partially read a few lines with his left. Andy expressed deep concern about the lasting impact of the injury and the overall safety of fighters in the sport. He criticized Dana White's post-fight comments, where Dana implied that Tom did not want to continue the fight and stated that there's little that can be done to prevent eye pokes in the UFC. Andy said that while Dana's focus seems to be on promoting fights and keeping shareholders satisfied, his own concern is for the well-being of his son and all fighters who put their health on the line every time they step into the octagon. He emphasized that the issue of fighter safety should not be dismissed simply because it affects the business side of the sport. Andy argued that when promoters and organizations value profit over protection, it raises serious questions about the priorities in MMA. He said that while others might comment online or make videos for attention or income, his only motivation is his son's safety and the integrity of the sport. Andy concluded by saying he doesn't pay attention to the criticism or speculation from others. He simply wants Tom to recover and continue doing what he loves in a safe and fair environment. Ciryl Gane's coach, Fernand Lopez, has spoken out regarding the controversial ending of the UFC 321 main event between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane. The bout ended abruptly after an accidental eye poke left Aspinall unable to continue, sparking intense debate among fans, fighters, and analysts across the MMA community. Lopez addressed the situation in a composed and professional manner, making it clear that while the result was unfortunate, his team had been executing their game plan effectively up until that moment. According to Lopez, everything had been unfolding exactly as they had prepared. He explained that Ciryl Gane was in full control of the strategy, executing the techniques and timing they had rehearsed during training camp. Lopez emphasized that their preparation was detailed and thorough, focusing on maintaining distance, managing range, and capitalizing on striking opportunities. He noted that Gane's rhythm and timing were on point, and the team felt confident about how the fight was progressing before the unexpected incident occurred. However, Lopez also acknowledged that accidents are part of the sport. He expressed empathy toward Tom Aspinall and made it clear that if a fighter cannot see, continuing the fight is simply not possible. He reiterated that fighter safety must always come first, regardless of how high the stakes may be. If he can't see, he can't see. There's nothing we can do about it, Lopez stated, emphasizing that the health and well-being of any athlete should never be compromised for the sake of entertainment or competition. Lopez also addressed the criticism and speculation circulating online. He urged fans to understand that no fighter wants to win or lose in such a controversial way, but these situations are unavoidable in a sport as unpredictable and physical as mixed martial arts. He maintained that Gane's intention was never to commit a foul and that the incident was purely accidental. Looking ahead, Lopez expressed interest in a potential rematch once Aspinall has fully recovered. He believes both fighters deserve the opportunity to settle the score in a fair and decisive contest. He concluded by praising both men for their professionalism and toughness, reaffirming that while the ending was disappointing, the respect between the two teams remains intact. Dana White has recently faced major backlash after a viral video involving UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell brought renewed attention to the issue of fighter pay and medical coverage in the organization. Bryce Mitchell, who has been in the headlines for his outspoken views, posted a video explaining that he had broken his nose while training in Arkansas. In the clip, Mitchell revealed that he could not afford the medical expenses to have his nose properly set, explaining that local doctors were charging around $2,000 just to fix it. He made an open request to anyone in his hometown who could help him straighten it for free, saying he simply needed someone to pull and adjust the bone back into place. Mitchell's plea quickly spread online, and the MMA community reacted strongly. Many fans and fighters criticized Dana White and the UFC for not paying athletes enough to handle basic medical needs, especially injuries sustained while training. Several MMA figures, including Sean Strickland, commented that UFC fighters only receive medical assistance when they have a scheduled fight, leaving them without support if they get hurt outside of camp. Fans called the situation a disgrace and a bad look for the world's biggest MMA organization, pointing out that a professional fighter under contract with the UFC should not have to beg for help to fix a broken nose. Social media quickly filled with reactions highlighting how underpaid fighters appear to be. Some users argued that for a promotion generating billions in revenue, it should not be acceptable for athletes to struggle with basic healthcare costs. Others described the system as broken, saying that it exposes a major flaw in how the UFC manages fighter welfare. They argued that even though fighters are technically independent contractors, the company should still take responsibility for injuries directly related to training or preparation for future bouts. Later, Bryce Mitchell posted an update thanking a friend who managed to reset his nose for free. He apologized for coming across as cheap and explained that his first reaction was simply fear about the potential costs. Mitchell added that he was grateful the injury healed without pain and thanked everyone for their support. Despite the lighthearted ending, the video reignited a long-standing debate about fighter compensation. Critics insist that as the leading organization in mixed martial arts, the UFC must improve financial security and medical protections for its athletes. The incident served as yet another reminder that the question of fighter pay is far from settled and continues to reflect poorly on Dana White and the organization's priorities. Carlos Ulberg has made it clear that he wants Alex Pereira to remain in the light heavyweight division rather than moving up to heavyweight. Following Pereira's recent teases about a potential move to heavyweight and his public callouts of Jon Jones, many fans have speculated about a possible superfight between the two. Jon Jones even acknowledged Pereira's challenge, fueling excitement about a future clash. However, while the MMA world is buzzing about Pereira's next move, Carlos Ulberg has his own plans and hopes that Pereira stays put at 205 pounds so that they can face each other inside the octagon. In a recent interview with MMA Junkie, Ulberg expressed his strong interest in fighting the reigning light heavyweight champion. He stated that a fight against Alex Pereira would not only be a major opportunity for him but also one of the most exciting matchups for fans around the world. According to Ulberg, "I'd love to fight Alex. That's the big fight. That's the money fight. That's an entertaining fight. That's the fight fans would love to see and watch. I hope that he sticks around in the light heavyweight division so that I can fight Pereira. That would be amazing. That would be the fight I always wanted." Ulberg emphasized that defeating a fighter of Pereira's caliber would be a career-defining achievement, proving that he belongs among the elite in the sport. Ulberg's confidence is backed by his recent performances inside the octagon. He has put together an impressive winning streak, capturing 9 consecutive victories in the UFC and finishing 6 of those opponents, most recently earning a highlight reel knockout over former title challenger Dominic Reyes. His momentum and composure have made him one of the most talked-about contenders in the division, and a potential bout against Pereira would carry massive implications for both men's legacies. When asked about Jiří Procházka's interest in a third fight against Pereira, Ulberg dismissed the idea, calling it a tough sell. He pointed out that Procházka has already suffered 2 losses to Pereira and that it's unlikely the UFC would book a trilogy so soon. "He's campaigning as much as he can because those are the big fights everyone wants," Ulberg said. "But it's my time now. He's had his moments, which is great, and you have to give credit where it's due." Ulberg's message was clear. He believes the division needs fresh matchups, and he's ready to step into the spotlight to challenge Alex Pereira for the title if the champion decides to stay at light heavyweight. Aljamain Sterling has responded to the backlash he received after making comments about Tom Aspinall's reaction to the controversial eye poke during UFC 321. The former bantamweight champion had previously suggested that Aspinall's decision to tell the referee he couldn't see might have influenced the stoppage, implying it was a costly mistake in how he handled the situation. However, his remarks drew strong criticism from fans and fighters who accused Sterling of unfairly questioning Aspinall's integrity. In response, Sterling released a statement to clarify his perspective and defend his original comments. Sterling began by explaining that his opinion about the incident remains the same and that his words were being misinterpreted. He said that when Aspinall was poked in the eye, his immediate reaction was to say, "I can't see," which automatically forces the referee to stop the fight according to the rules. Sterling emphasized that he wasn't suggesting Aspinall wanted a way out of the match but rather pointing out that such words leave the referee with no choice. He explained that fighters need to be aware of this rule, as it can change the outcome of a fight even when the foul is accidental. He went on to clarify that his comments were meant to be analytical, not personal. "You could say you don't like the messenger because I've been in similar situations and people think I milked injuries, but the fact still remains. Those words trigger a stoppage," Sterling said. He acknowledged that it's a natural reaction to say, "I can't see," after being poked, but stressed that as professionals, fighters must try to handle these moments differently. According to him, the best approach is to take time to recover within the 5-minute limit and avoid saying anything that would compel the referee to wave off the fight. Sterling also addressed accusations that he was disrespecting Aspinall, making it clear that he has never questioned the British fighter's heart or integrity. He stated that he understands how dangerous and painful eye pokes can be and that Aspinall made the right call in not continuing under compromised vision. However, he maintained that the situation highlights how important it is for fighters to manage their reactions in the heat of the moment. Concluding his response, Sterling admitted that part of his commentary comes from personal